Hey, how's it going? Welcome back. In this video, we're going to cover in this module how to write emails that sell with AI and how we can do things that literally used to take me 6 to 8 hours and get that done in about 10 to 15 minutes. So all by harnessing the power of AI. So let's get into it. So a couple things real quick. Email marketing, guys, is still the king. There's 4.48 billion daily email users. Email marketing is one of the highest forms of ROI marketing. So there was a study done. This is by Growthless. For every, it's an ROI of $36 for every dollar spent. And here's the deal. Most small business owners know they need an email list, but they procrastinate on doing email marketing, sending emails to their leads, collecting emails because they think it's hard or they're too busy or whatnot. And the reality is they're leaving a ton of money on the table. So if you look at like the average website, right, this is like a K&B landscape, but a lot of websites will have this form here. If it's a local business, if it's a small business, if it's a sole proprietor, and people that visit that website, 1 to 2% might buy, right? But they may collect 10 to 20%, whether they fill in the form or call, and then the rep gets their information. And the majority of small businesses do nothing with that. They might send at most 1 follow-up, maybe 2. And as I'll show you in some math, right? This is also how to teach this to sell it, because most businesses are a leaky bucket. So here's the deal. More offers equals more money, right? The common sense. The more offers you make, or your client makes, the more money they will make, as long as it's done in a cool way. But generally, the more offers they make, the more people they ask for money, the more money they're going to bring in. So a study found, this is a very famous study, which was when someone inquires, right? They enter in their name, email address, they're inquiring about, say, landscaping or something like that, right? Only 15% will buy in the first 90 days, right? But 50% of all inquiries will purchase what they inquired about in 18 months. That means the real value of every lead is after 90 days. So if you take a long-term approach and you set up 30, 60, 90, even past that, and do emails for your clients, it is going to bring in massive money. And let's say you're helping, a dentist, and the average case value is $1,000 or $2,000, right? 1 or 2 more clients, that's $4,000. So if you look at the majority of small businesses out there, they, and this is what I like to do before I do lead gen for a company, because if you start generating leads and they have a leaky bucket, meaning they're not following up correctly, they don't have a sales process correctly, you always want to plug the leaky bucket, right? So the water doesn't come out. Before you generate leads, right? Before you do lead gen. So here's some crazy stats. This is from HubSpot. Approximately 48% of salespeople never make a follow-up attempt after the initial contact. That's crazy. And what you want to do, go to some small business websites and inquire, right? And this is, by the way, a great way to prospect and sell this service is you inquire and then see which ones don't follow up, right? You'll be shocked at how many do not follow up more than once, right? 44% of salespeople give up after just 1 follow-up, right? Despite the fact that 80% of sales require 5 or more follow-up calls / emails, points of contact. Remember the Google 7-11-4 rule, right? It takes multiple touch points to convert a lead into a buyer, into a client, into a customer, okay? So again, that's according to HubSpot. A report by Constant Contact reveals 27% of small and medium businesses fail to follow up with customers after the initial purchase, missing chances to build customer loyalty and encourage repeat business. One of the easiest wins you can do for the majority of your clients is to go in their business and mail to their past customers who they never message again. It's crazy. One of the first things I do when working with a med spa is once a little bit of that trust is built, getting access to their customer list. Hey, they bought Botox before. Let's email them and see if they want to buy it again, right? And I'll show you the way to craft these emails and actually have Chat GPT do it for you. So Another stat right here. After receiving follow-up emails, 15% of customers are more likely to purchase within 90 days, with that percentage growing over time as each follow-up email reinforces the relationship. So this is key. And again, most business owners are not doing this. And this is where you get to step in and be a hero. This is one of the best services to sell when you're just starting out, because you're not doing something like paid ads, and you're not doing something like SEO where you're waiting for it to rank. In fact, selling this service is how I made my first 6 figures online back in the day. So let's go over the anatomy of an email. And actually, I was looking before this presentation, and this was right here. I'll just show you this. This was in 2012, so quite a few years ago. This was like, I wasn't even using a business. I didn't even form a business. I was literally doing freelance copywriting, writing them out by hand. But I did $3,000 for 25 follow-up messages. Essentially doing the same pitch that I'm doing to you here. I would meet people at seminars, and I did email copy follow-up. Now you could do that completely automated. And again, that's $3,000 in 2012. I mean, let me just pull this up here. If we do the inflation calculator, that's what, I gotta type it in here. $3,000 in 2024, that's 4,173, and that's CPI, and that's not always accurate what the government's saying. So it's probably more like $4,500 for 25 messages, right? Something that is just still there today, even easier now with the ability of chat. So let's just cover, like, how do you do it? How do you get this skill set of email to even sell? So let's go over the anatomy of email. A couple parts to an email, right? You have the sender name, right? And if you look here, there's a sender name, Dave from Drift or Jordan at Contently. Really, you just want to clearly state the name of your client. Like, that's the first part. The second is the subject line. That's going to show inside of their Gmail client, whether it's Yahoo, whatever they're using, right? And that's going to be the subject line. Right? It's going to be, this is like legit the most important part of your email. If nobody opens, then nobody reads. And if nobody reads, then nobody's going to buy. So one of my favorite things to do is write an email, right? And then at the end of the day, we can pull up chat, and let me just pull it up. I got it over here. You can say, craft me 5 email subject lines that will get my prospect to open up my email. I am selling Pilates in Henderson, Nevada. Right? And bang, you could start to use chat to do this, right? And there's 5 subject lines right there. So pretty good. So right here, then you got the opener and first line. That's going to be the first line on the email. So this is example 1. Thanks for reaching out, John. First line is going to be here and here. There is a preview text. I don't know if you go here, there'll be a preview text. So the first line also is part of getting them to open it up. So be very careful what your first line is. But really the goal of that first line is to get them to open the email, because they're going to see it in the preview text, and also read the rest of the email. The body is going to be right here. The whole point of the body is to communicate kind of, here's what I got, here's what I want you, here's what I got, here's what it's going to do for you, and here's what I want you to do next. It's all about making that exchange. It's communicating value. It's showing them what problem they have you can solve with what you have. And again, I'm going to teach you a very simplistic way to do email for small businesses. Now, you could get much more advanced and kind of crank up the conversion. But for starters, they're doing nothing, right? Most of them are doing nothing. So by just doing what I'm going to teach you in this quick training video, it is going to be, you're taking it from 0 to like 80%, right? Obviously, we could always get better, but I really just want to get you to that 80%, because that 80%, if they're just start to follow up and they're knocking in 2, 3, 4, 5 more sales a month because you fixed their leaky bucket, and their average client value is $1,000, $2,000. Let's say, it's Neograph hair restoration. That's a $10,000 deal, right? If you do that for them and you just optimize the leads that they currently have coming through the door, right? And you get them 3 extra sales at 10 grand a pop, that's $30,000 more in sales. That's a big deal. That's something that people would pay for quite a bit. They'd pay $5,000 a month. They'd pay $3,000 easily for that. So you could see like getting higher fees. Again, it's not magic, it's math. And if you deliver value, you take a sliver to deliver. So that's the body part. It's the meat. And then obviously you want to have a call to action in every email. And that should be tell them what to do, right? One of the most basic copy formula is here's what I got. Here's what I want. Here's what it's going to do for you. And here's what I want you to do next, right? The old John Carlton, right? Click here, buy now, reply back, book an appointment, whatever that is. Come into the shop, come into the showroom, come to our free dine and learn, whatever that next step of the sales process is, that's what you want. So again, if you look at an email, that's going to be a subject line. That's how it will show up. That will be to John, right? They're not going to see that. Hi, John. This will be the email. I'm sure you guys all know what an email looks like, right? But then you would have your sign off as well. So the best emails, the basic and most effective emails for a small business is going to be what I call spear emails, which is short, personal, and expecting a reply email. So you don't need to be too fancy. Again, if they're not doing anything and you do spear emails, you're going to dramatically increase their business, right? So when it comes to email, we want to put things into two buckets, right? They have your client, or if you're doing this for your own business, you're going to have your old leads / your dead leads, right? These are your leads that you have collected and you haven't done anything with them, right? Then you have your new leads, right? Which is every business that is up and running has some sort of process, whether they are collecting. Some of them are doing this, by the way, which you could then sell them a system, an opt-in system. I used to sell this for $2,500, a one-time fee where I would set up with MailChimp or Aweber, I would set them up with a lead capture system. Now you could do it with Go High Level, right? I'll have some different tools that I'll recommend, but you can set up these email capture systems for them and charge them, and then make all of these arguments that I'm making to you now of the amount of money and the leaky bucket that they have in their business, right? So when it comes to new leads, most people have this. Some businesses don't even have a lead capture form, or you could train their sales reps on the inbound calls to capture the email of every person that calls in. Most businesses, again, don't do this. Some do, most don't, right? And then you can add them to an email follow-up sequence, right? So it's automated, or it can be done manually. So anyway, you got your old leads and you got your new leads. For the old leads, that is where you always want to start, right? Because that is oftentimes the easiest win. And what I always use with the majority of the clients I work with, and full credit where credit's due. I think you wrote a book on this, but this was invented by Dean Jackson. It's called the 9-word email that revives dead leads. So it is a very, very, very simple email. And it goes as follows. The subject line is just going to be their name or hey, right? And then it's going to be, are you still blank? Okay. So the way this works is it's like, let's say you were a real estate agent and you have a list of people that were looking for homes, looking to buy or looking to purchase a home in Pensacola, Florida. It'd be subject line would be John, exclamation point. Hey, John. That'd be the first line, right? That would show up in the preview text. Probably a little bit of this would too. Are you still looking for a house in Pensacola? ? Mike, right? Your last name. This right here is a spear email. It is short, personal, and it's expecting a reply. This email, if you look at the case studies from Dean Jackson, has been responsible for millions and millions of dollars worth of sales. And it is very simple. Whatever niche you're in, you can use it. And there's some other variations. Like if you know what's going on, are you being audited, right? Are you still interested in writing a book? Are you planning on coming to our Dine and Learn if it's a financial service planner, right? Another one is, would you blank, right? It's a very simple line that presupposes they were already interested in it. So it's, would you be interested in working with me on your email sales process, right? Let's say you were helping people with their email sales process. So the prompt I created, the 9-word email prompt, is basically going to ChatGPT, create a 9-word email style to revive dead leads that were describe the service they originally inquired about. Are you still? So if you do this, and you copy and paste this, I'll give you guys access to this Google Doc. Let's just go here. And we'll paste it in here. Create an 9-word that were looking to join Pilates. We'll stay with classes. There we go. Very simple. Are you still interested in starting Pilates classes soon? Done. Then you can say another. Are you still thinking about joining Pilates classes? Right? And then you can say another. Right? You just keep getting one after another. Here we go. I don't know what that's doing here. Again, ChatGPT is changing. But what we could do is we could type this, and let's say we're doing it for cool sculpting, right? Which is really cool, right? Cool sculpting, which is body sculpting, that we're interested and inquired about cool sculpting, right? So let's say your client provides cool sculpting. They have a list of leads who inquired about cool sculpting. They never converted. They got a list that's sitting there. You just do that. And then you could say another, right? And these give you very simple prompts, right? And what you could also do is you could say, what was that? We did, are you still, and then it's, would you? And then I could say this. Can you do, right, this style of 9-word email for cool sculpting? Let's just see what we get. Yep, like that's fine. You know, that's good enough for email 1 to be sent out so that you can start to send that out, right? And again, you're just getting them to reply, and then the reply email would be very simple, right? Let's say someone replies to that email. What is a great response? You are an email marketing expert that will get them to phone into the clinic or to book an appointment, right? We'll let it think there for a second. Here's a response, right? Hi, name. Great to hear from you. So interested in moving forward. I'd love to help you take the next steps forward to reach your cool sculpting goals. Our specialists are available to discuss your specific needs and answer any questions. Would you like to schedule time to chat, or even better, book a personalized consultate? Just reply with the best time for you, or feel like bang. Like that right there is a fine response, right? So getting your clients to send this out or even text it out, right? Very good. Like, are you still thinking about joining Pilates classes? Are you still hoping to start? Because a lot of times leads are interested, and you know, life gets in the way, right? So just by doing these short personal replies, this is a great email. So that's the 9-word prompt. Again, use this, right? I'll make this a different, I guess, Roboto is fine. That's revive email number 1 is I always use the 9-word email. Revive email number 2 is going to be subject line. It's going to be name or a lot has changed, right? Want me to send you our new prices and products. Very simple. Again, short spear messages, and you know, you could talk about want to send you our new prices and products, you know, information about our new price and products, and or make this specific. Very simple email, right? Next one, revive email number 3 is like, okay, now we sent them that. Maybe they didn't respond. Now we say a lot's changed. We want to send our new prices, or prices and services that we're offering in our spa, or we want us to send us our new prices and deals for tanning, right? Stuff like that. Then revive email 2. Again, you don't need to make it too complicated. Just by getting your client to send this stuff out, it's going to result in responses. So revive email number 3. And there, by the way, there is psychology behind this. Like if you read this 9-word email book, there's psychology around all of these. And again, they're all spear, short, personal, expecting a reply. Revival email number 3 is, hey, we need to talk. Can I bribe you? Right? Want 50% off cool sculpting? Mike, right? That works. Like, can I bribe you? Like nothing's work. You know, want 50% off or some sort of discount? Mike, make him a ridiculous offer. Get him to respond. You could do it as a loss leader. That is revive email number 3. Works like a charm. So that is that. And then once you have that set up, right, that's pretty much the old leads. You could also do it through text. You could do it through direct mail. And that's very, very simple. So number 2 now is like, what do we do with the new leads? Okay. And really what we need is we need one welcome email and then a series of follow-up emails. And the simplest way to do this, and you can get this done very, very fast. Again, I showed you in today's money, $4,000 for doing 25 messages. I'll show you how to do 25 in about 2 seconds here. So again, welcome email. A lot of the clients will have some sort of way that they're building a list. And if they're not, again, you can sell that as a service, right? Let's get you the ability to collect leads into an autoresponder like high level. Okay. So website, social media, events, right? Again, the objective is really get them to open the email, get them excited to read, and set the expectation. So this right here is a template. Again, you guys can just use this template here, which is, hey, thank you for whatever action they took. Thanks for signing up for the list. Thanks for booking booking a call. Thanks for whatever, right? Hi there. Welcome aboard. We're excited to have you join the brand name family. We know our customers typically come to us looking for these solutions, blah, 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 right? We help you updated whenever you discover new solutions, strategies, and resources. To show our appreciation, here's a special offer, link, discount details link. Enjoy and feel free to reach out if there's anything to help. Best regards, whatever brand name, right? You put this in. This is a template. And what's really cool is you can take this template, and this is, again, what I said when ChatGPT is really good at examples. Write this. Use this template to create a welcome email for a tanning salon in San Diego called USA Tans, with the offer being 50% off your first tan for new customers. And then you can just paste it in. So here you go. Watch this. Thanks for signing up. Hi there. Welcome aboard. We're excited to have you join our USA Tans family. We know our customers typically come to us looking for a natural sun-kissed glow all year round, safe and high-quality tanning option, convenient sessions that fit into a busy schedule. We'll keep you updated with tips, offers, and an exclusive resource to help you achieve that perfect tan. To show our appreciation for choosing us, here's a special offer, 50% off your first tan. Simply click the link below to book your session and redeem your discount. Enjoy, and feel free to reach out if there's anything we can help. Best regards. P.S. If you have any questions, right? And then you say, perfect. Can you do this for dentist? Thanks for choosing dental care, right? And you can just see it does a pretty good job, like off the bat, of doing a pretty good welcome email. And what I've actually done is there's one here. If we go back, so you can use that one. And again, that's it. That's email done. Like 2 seconds. Then just read it, make sure it's okay. This one right here is Gary Halbert one. So I had it do it in the style of Gary Halbert, which makes it. And by the way, you could take this, right? And you can say, make it funny. And it'll, get those chompers looking Hollywood worthy, escape a life of close mouths and smile photos. Finally, have someone say, so he says, open wide without being awkward. We'll keep you in the loop with dental tips, special cares. And then you can say, like, right in the style of Gary Halbert. I don't know. Right? So you could see it just will you could start to play with it and start to get a really good, really, really good. See, this even threw in the offer. Did it do it the first time? No, this got better. First claim your 50% off exam and cleaning, which is kind of cool. It knew that's what it was from a dental service. So again, there's a template here. You could use the Gary Halbert style off the bat. This is what I put in for Pilates studio. Pretty good, right? It chucked in all that. So that is really how you write the welcome email. And again, that's pretty good. Back in the day, you had to do everything by hand. Now you can get this done like that and get workable copy that you can use for a small business. No brainer. So here, we're going to go over a 30-day email follow-up sequence with massive prompts. So let's say I want to create those 25 emails, right? The objective is to follow up, deliver value, and ask them to take the next step. So what you need from the client is company name, product or service, buyer persona, and company personality. And here we have the prompts, right? So these prompts right here is all you need. So you're going to grab this, right? I'm going to pop this here, and we are going to say, act as an expert chief marketing officer for Pilates Henderson, which sells Pilates classes to busy, health conscious women in their 40s. Keeping with the company's personality style of being funny yet serious about getting women fitness results. Right? And then we're going to give it that identity, right? And then you're going to say, oh, that's going to, that it's trying to figure out, oh, that's cool. So it's actually going to write some emails here. And actually, this should have been one prompt. So let me pop this here. Right? We're going to actually just take this and list the top 30 problems that, what did I write this? That top 30 problems the audience is facing, that the audience is facing, right? So it's going to act as a chief marketing officer, and it is going to go over all of this. And again, like this would take hours to find out. And again, it's going to do a pretty good job of finding everything that a woman in her 40s is wanting to get, what the problems are, what the benefits are. So what we could do is we could do that. And again, it's going to get 30. And like I said, I charge 4,000, like that's done, 2 seconds, right? We're going to go here. And if you're not like blown away by this, this is crazy. So we can go here. And I'm just going to copy this prompt, which you guys will have access to in the sheet. And right here, we're going to paste this in. Write me 30 emails, each one addressing the problems in order as they appear. Keep them short, personal, on brand. Again, spear emails, and expecting a reply. Also write them in 3 alternating styles. The first is a story. The second is a tip or hack. And the third is relating the email to current events or trends or holidays. Include a call to action and text this number, right? 555 555, or schedule the next, or this link to schedule their right. And always you could always customize this first class. The more specific, the more customized, the better this output is going to be. But you could just see right here, bang, right? And we could even say how many words we want each of them to be. But this right here is going to go to town, and it's going to write out 30 emails, right? That are good, that are workable. Now, obviously, you got to read them and make sure. But when a small business is doing nothing, right? That's email 3. Please write the rest, right? So if it ever stops, again, you're always in a conversation, and there you go. Like this is really good. And if you don't like any of them, you can always start to rewrite them. Even better, right? This is perfect. These are 12 emails. Again. There you go, right? So this is powerful. So email 1, I want to share a quick story of one of our clients. And again, you could always mold this to the clients that they have. If they have testimonials, you can actually get a plugin called Link Reader and pull in their testimonials, or just copy and paste it from their website. Hey, this is a testimonial, write an email with this. But this is doing some great testimonials anyway. Obviously, make sure that, these you couldn't use because they're not real. But like here, this is the 3-minute energy hack you can do anytime. Let's talk about energy. And then what I would actually do is go here, is like, just to make these better, because I was playing around with these prompts before, is I always give it an identity. So you are expert direct response copywriter. Write me 30 emails. Include a call to action. Be persuasive and funny and so they for Pilates, right? So like this alone, just by giving it that more context, is going to probably make a better output. There we go. Hey, Sarah. Feeling drained? Try this 2-minute boost. Hey there. Quick Pilates hack you can do anywhere when you're sitting. Stand tall, take a deep breath. Hang out for just 2 minutes. You feel it. Imagine what a class can do for you. Ready to try? Call here. Click here to book your first class. Flexibility is trending. Here's how Pilates can help. From yoga flows to morning stretching, flexibility is in. But here's a real scoop. Our Pilates class will have you bending like you're in your 20s again without bending over backwards. Give it a try and see how much your body can still do. Call us or text us here, right? And if you want to be more specific, what you do is you could say, change the offer in the emails. So like one of the best things to do is go on the Groupon and find what offers are working for the niche. But like, what are some common offers that Pilates studios use to get first time customers, right? You could ask it that. Introductory 3-pack, buy one, get one free. And you could just find whatever makes sense to use, like free class, right? First free class. Can you write the emails like with the offer? First free class. Bang. And you're going to see it's going to go pull back 30 emails with the right offer. Again, the better you do with the offer, the better you do with the buyer persona, the better these emails are going to come out. So you could try it too. It's no cost. Your first cost field, call here. Like, this is really good. Like, if they're not doing anything, right? Even if they're doing something, you could give them more and more follow-up. Again, the values after 90 days, right? 50% of people that inquire buy after 90 days. And again, you can just keep using this over and over and over again. Guys, this is powerful. And here's the homework I got for you, right? So I'm going to actually change this prop. Act as an expert email copywriter. Please write me 30 emails, right? And again, use all the stuff that I've taught you. But here's the deal, guys. Play around with this now. Take action and start to use ChatGPT and start to do sample niches, right? And start to play around and start to practice emails. And guess what? You're going to start to develop a skill. Also, opt in and see how many businesses do not do this. With this alone, you can make 6 figures a year selling this as a service today. Okay? So enjoyed making this video for you. I hope when you see the power that, again, back in the day, this used to take me like a day to research all the pain points, to research all of the offers for every niche that I was working in, to research the problems, to then sit down and write all the emails. You can do this now in legit 15 minutes. I think this whole video, including training, is about 40 minutes. So the opportunities here, these businesses need your help. The majority of them, again, fail because they don't get enough customers, because they don't follow up. So go out there, help them, and I'll see you in the next video.